Ring support, RTO progressions. The ring support with the rings turned out is a resting position in gymnastics. Surprisingly, the ring support doesn't feel like a resting position when you first start playing with the rings. One of the best things about gymnastics rings is the fact that they require more than simply strength. You might be able to bench press your body weight for reps, but that doesn't mean you can support yourself on the rings. So, where should you start, and how do you progress to the full ring support? In this video, I'm going to demonstrate 4 progressions. The first progression is the ring support RTO lazy L-sit. I call it the lazy L-sit because the feet stay on the floor and you're not lifting the legs to be parallel to the floor. The rings are set to a height that allows you to have the legs at a 45-degree angle forward of the rings. You can go lower than this, but the lower you set the rings, the harder this variation will be. Start by gripping the rings and turning the palms of the hands to face forward. One by one, place the feet in front of the body with the legs straight and the inside edge of the feet pushed together, the lazy L-sit. Sit the hips back to be vertically stacked under the shoulders and in line with the rings. You don't want to have the hips forward of the rings. Make sure the elbows are locked and you're actively pushing down with the shoulders as hard as you can. The shoulders must be depressed and protracted. Notice how the upper back is rounded and the shoulders are pushed both forward and down. Hold the lazy L-sit ring support for the prescribed time. The second progression is the ring support RTO on tippy toes. The rings need to be set to an exact height in this variation. It would be best that when you have the elbows locked, the arms straight, and the shoulders fully depressed and protracted, the tippy toes are just touching the floor. You want to feel that most of your body weight is being supported by the arms and shoulders and not by the feet. Once the rings are set to the correct height, stand with the feet directly under the rings with the inside edge of the feet pushed together. Grip the rings and slowly push down into the rings to straighten the elbows as if completing the top of the dip. Make sure the shoulders are depressed and slightly protracted. As you push up, twist the palms of the hands to face forward to create the ring turnout. Focus on keeping the shoulders depressed and protracted for the entire set. Again, notice how the upper back is rounded and the shoulders are pushed forward and down. Hold the tippy toe ring support for the prescribed time. The third progression is the standard ring support with RTO. You want to set the rings to a height that allows you to perform the ring support with the feet off the floor. Stand with the feet directly under the rings with the inside edge of the feet pushed together. Grip the rings and slowly push down into the rings to straighten the elbows as if completing the ring dip. As you push up, twist the palms of the hands to face forward to create the ring turnout, RTO. At the top of the press, you must hold a hollow body shape with the feet off the floor. Both the shoulders and feet are slightly in front of the rings and the hips are slightly behind the rings. Again, you must focus on keeping the elbows locked, the arms straight, and the shoulders fully depressed and protracted. Again, notice the upper back is rounded and the shoulders are pushed forward and down. Hold the ring support for the prescribed time. The fourth progression is the advanced ring support RTO. In the standard ring support, you will feel that the back of the forearms are touching the top of the rings and the shoulders are often touching the straps. In the advanced ring support, you must continue to lean the shoulders forward until only the hands are touching the rings. This requires even more strength and control because you will have fewer support contacts on the rings. Stand with the feet directly under the rings with the inside edge of the feet pushed together. Grip the rings and slowly push down into the rings to straighten the arms and elbows as if completing a ring dip. As you push up, twist the palms of the hands to face forward to create the ring turnout, RTO. And at the top of the press, you must hold a hollow body shape with your feet off the floor. From the standard ring support position, you then maintain the hollow body shape as you lean the shoulders forward of the rings and allow the feet to move behind the rings. Continue to lean the shoulders forward so the forearms and shoulders are no longer touching the rings or the straps. Keep the shoulders depressed and protracted. Hold the advanced ring support for the prescribed time. I hope you found this video helpful and you've got some good ideas on how to train the ring support. Before you run outside and set up your rings, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.